What up, everybody? Welcome to the Damn Dude Podcast.
Damn, dude.
This is the show where we have the conversations that need to be had in a way that'll make you think and say, damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Really where we discuss some authentic shit, and we're here to help entertain, make an impact, and educate through the means of sharing different contexts and perspectives, because I believe that the more context, the more access that we have to different contexts and perspectives in life, the easier and funner life is to get through. So I gotta say, this is gonna be a little bit shorter of an episode today because your boy is on the fucking move today. I've got to be everywhere at like one time, and I'm just committed to making it work. So it is what it is. So I forgot to say, I'm your host, California Cal. I have to say, I'm one of those cool Californians who are left, who really embrace like the cool California culture. And there's a good handful of us who still exist. So for those of you in other states, don't get it twisted. We still got some cool motherfuckers out here. Not everybody's lost their shit. But most people. Yeah. So, dude, if you guys listened to the last episode and you saw the cover art, it's got the Land Cruiser on that motherfucker. Yo, we went out again, took the cousin and my kiddo, and bro, we were mobbing. Like, we hit some crazy shit, dude. It was pretty impressive, man. Like, that's a very, very impressive vehicle. For anybody who's ever driven a Land Cruiser, yeah. Fucking sick. So we were out mobbing, we were out kicking it, and like, I wanted to say it so bad. I can't give away the spots though. It's one of those things. Caught myself in a weird little pickle here. I don't like the phrase, if you know, you know. Like, it bugs me when people do that. But actually, this spot, if you know, then you actually know. If you see it, you know immediately what and where and exactly what's going on and where I'm at. But if you don't know, then you're like, wow, where the fuck is that? Because it's in San Diego. And we were out in Lawless Town, where it's like, you can go off-roading out in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's one of the last places in San Diego where you can actually like go and it's like embrace and live that old school like way that's like that San Diego used to be, back when you could just bro out around town. Like, if you're old school and you know what it was like in Poway, Santee, even Mira Mesa, Claremont, PQ, like all these spots, you could just ride dirt bikes. We're out in the mountains and up the trails and all of this. It was incredible. Same thing out at Black Mountain. That was where I learned to ride a motorcycle, actually. A dirt bike when I was a kid was Black Mountain. And they had a dirt bike track there. It was fucking incredible. But people just have fires. People are getting drunk. People are fucking chugging 40s and just mobbing their cars up and down hills. And it's like, it's pretty fucking wild. And it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. There's people out there on side-by-sides, dirt bikes, all different kinds of trucks. Like, it's pretty cool, man. Yeah, so I highly recommend get out there and off-road, man. It's fun. There's not much like it, just that experience. And it's so funny because we'll go up these super steep hills, and as soon as my son Royal sees how steep the hills, he looks up it, and we're like going up it, he'll go, woo, go baby, let's go baby. I'm like, I'm just cracking up. I wish I had it on film. Like, he's literally going, woo, let's go, baby. Come on, baby. So, like, the car's like up the hill, and I'm like dying laughing. I'm like, yeah, let's go, baby. And it's funny because I realize I'll catch myself yelling that to him just to keep him entertained or whatever. I'm having fun, you know? So it's funny he was like yelling that back today. It was, or not today, but when we were off-roading, it was really cute. Yeah, man. So, also shout out to my cousin Howie. He hooked it up. He made some homemade wonton soup and some crazy ice cream, and it was pretty fucking bomb. So thank you, Howie. I appreciate that. And then the next thing I wanted to get into is like sharing your space with kids. When you share your space with kids, it's a trip. There's a lot of comforts that you give up when you have kids, but there's also a lot of like new ways that like love and comfort come into your life. And I know if you're a parent, you're already like, yeah, like you completely get what I'm saying right now. If you're not, you're like, what do you mean? Like, Well, what I mean by that is like personal space and boundaries, things like getting pushed or poked or kicked or dirty or touched or, you know, shit that's normally like unacceptable if another like adult does that. Like if an adult tries to put a booger anywhere near me, I will freak the fuck out, and we're probably gonna have to actually fight. But then like if my kids got boogers, I'm just like, oh, here, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just so different. Like like you kind of have to, you're forced to give up things that used to gross you out in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, if not, it's going to be a really hard, you're going to have a hard ass time being a parent, because being a parent's really gross a lot of times. Being a parent, like, I know for me, and this is so funny, I'm sure, like, I don't know if women experience, you probably do, but to me, like, women are beautiful and, like, not gross. So, and it's just different. Like, so what I'm getting at is, like, I know for me, and it's like a dad thing, like, there comes a certain point to where you're playing with your kids, there's this threshold of cleanliness where it's like, I've never explained this in words. This is only something I've like felt and observed and seen and before. So this is, bear with me here. Like, there's this clean threshold that you hit when you start your day playing with your kids. For me, it's this hot, sweaty, sticky, like, gross feeling, but it's like, if I played hard enough with my kids to get to that nasty, like, oh, I need water, I need a nap, I need food, like, if I played with my kids hard enough to get to that point, then usually we had a really, really good time. If I'm able to stay clean and not fucking sweat, like when I'm playing with my kids, then it's like, I probably wasn't very active in what they were doing. And it's even as small as like, all right, fuck, I had to carry my kid from here to there. That was enough to make me break a sweat, and it's like, my shirt no longer feels like fresh and crisp. It now feels like, oh man, like I want to change my shirt, this and that. There's just this certain threshold throughout the day where it's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? I don't, not necessarily stink, but like not feel fresh and crisp, you know? It's just that like, I feel like I worked out sort of feeling, you know what I mean? Or like that same feeling where it's like, you've been walking at an amusement park all day. Like, it's not that it's extreme, or you go, or that dirty feeling if you go to the swap meet, but it like, I don't know if it feels good, but it's almost like it was work. You know, it kind of takes a toll on you. So you're kind of like, okay. And like, it's just a certain, not necessarily dirty, but just not necessarily fresh. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you've taken on and committed to, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna carry this baby all day, probably gonna get blueberries wiped on me, probably gonna get this and that, for in my case, kombucha spilled on me or everywhere. Yesterday, Royal spilled kombucha over his entire, he had the sick Tupac shirt and these cool dinosaur shorts, he spilled it over all of it. He was completely soaked. It was funny because we were sitting there, and at one point he's like, diaper? Like, change my diaper? And I was like, all right, man, like, just a little, like, let's get back to, like, where I can actually change you, you know? But he's freaking soaked, dude. His whole car seat. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. Like, my bad. I didn't realize he was soaking with his kombucha. But, he freaking, he had so much fun. That's my point. But, like, yo, the thing is, when it comes to sharing your space and your time with kids, there's a lot of, like I said, personal space and things that used to gross you out and things that just kind of change. You're like, if not, you're probably going to drive yourself crazy unless you got a nanny and you can, there's enough adults on deck to like, there's enough hands on deck with adults to be able to like keep things clean as the kid gets into the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And it's like that. I realize it's like that with my house too. It's like specifically when Royal's here playing, like if it's just me, I can keep my space pretty fucking clean. Like it's fine. But when Royal's here, there's a, like, I'll chase and clean the mess around for as long as I can. But it gets to a certain point where I just can't keep up anymore. It's like the bins of toys have been whoosh, and the noise, Royal usually will wake up like a few minutes before me every single time. He just has this internal timer where he's like, click, like just up before me. I could set an alarm to wake up an hour earlier and he'll just click, wake up just like 20 minutes before me. Like, it's just programmed in. I don't know. It's weird, but like, sometimes I'll be laying down still. And a lot of times I'll get up with him, but like, if I know he's not getting in trouble, like a lot of times I'll put food in the fridge, like just so he can come out and grab it by himself, and it's all like prepped and stuff. So he'll just kick back, kind of play his toys, eat his food. But then when I hear the toys, like I know what they all sound like. I could hear the Hot Wheels cars in there. I can hear the little plastic toys. I can hear like I know like all the materials of all the things just, and I'm like, oh no. Once those 2 bins go, that's usually when I give up and I'm like, just destroy the whole fucking place. And then after that, then I'll just do a huge clean of everything. Because then I just like stop caring which pieces go to which toys. Like, oh, these little pizzas go to the playhouse. And these, I'm just like, nope, they're all going in the fucking bin now. If you want to go and have the like little pieces of pizza match your little kitchen taco stand play truck thing, then you got to go through your bins and pick out all the pieces because they're there. But dude, it's like, it's hard. Sometimes it's like, it's hard. It's frustrating. Like I find myself getting attached to little things like, no, the interior of my car, like, fuck. Then I'm like, you know what? It's just interior. Like, it's meant to be used. Almost everything's cleanable to an extent or degree anyway. You know what I mean? Like, we got pretty crazy technology these days. And, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, oh man, living with the kid is a trip. Like, if you live with a dog, that's one level. And I will say puppies are harder than little kids. At the same time, like, kids are just overall such a way huger commitment. Like, I suppose having a dog is good practice, but it's like, it's a whole nother level. Like, it's not even really comparable, honestly. Like, oh, I'm a dog dad, but like, that doesn't count, bro. Sorry. Like, I'm a dog mom. Like, I think that just means that you love your dog and you haven't found a partner to have a real kid. So, I think that's what's going on. Yeah, no, so that's funny, dude. Yeah, man. So it's been interesting because Royal's getting older and he's just getting into more things and he's asking more questions, and like he just likes to, like, the types of messes and the things he gets into, it keeps evolving and changing and growing, and it's so cool and fun because it's like he wants to play basketball with the net off, the net on, the net off, the net on, the net off, the net on. I'm like, he's like, here, hoop, net, can you fix? Take it on, take it off. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But then I'm like, okay, I don't have to complain. It's funny. It's cute. It's cool. Yeah, it might seem like a burden on me to have to re-net and unnet these freaking basketball hoops continuously over and over. But at the same time, it's like, that's his life. You know what I'm saying? That's his happiness. That's his curiosity. And I want to do my best to continue to grow his curiosity in life and not have him be like, no, leave it like that. That's how it's supposed to be. Like, no. Like, what if he can invent something new via this idea? You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think it's good to keep encouraging when your kids do weird shit because it keeps them curious. And it hurts me and it breaks my heart when I see kids who've had the curiosity squished out of them already by a really young age. You know what I mean? Like, that sucks. You know, it's painful to see and watch. So I don't ever want to see that. And if I end up doing that to my own kids, and I'm like, oh fuck, that hurt. Like, okay, let's adjust course. Let's recorrect. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you are going to teach your kids bad shit. Sometimes you are going to be a bad example. Sometimes you are going to be the cause of stuff that hurts people's feelings and causes confusion and whatever. But at the same time, it's like, sorry, he's getting a call. Like, it's all in the name of growth. If there's not confusion and there's not upsets and there's not disappointments and there's not all of that, then you're probably not like really involved with your kids, because you have to let them down sometimes. Not on purpose, but I'm just saying as like a universal law of life. You're never going to hit the nail on the head 100% of the times with being a fucking parent. You're going to screw stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Some people are better than others, but at the same time, those people who are really good at it, they feel like that too. There's oftentimes people who give their kids everything, give them the world. And at the end of the day, they're like, I'm not doing enough. You know, it's like, there's people who like will make their kids' lunches. They cut every piece of sandwich into the shape of a star and the fruits into designs and a smiley face and all this like extra stuff. And that's cool. But it's like, even those parents still feel like, I'm not doing enough. I could have done more. It wasn't perfect enough. This and that. Oh, I had to like hide that it was the butt of the bread. You know, like I turned it inside. I turned it outwards. Like these little things. It's like everybody's got their own version, and it goes all the way down to like, how am I going to feed my kids? It's the same feeling. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, one's more severe than the other, but that like, it's the same feeling. You're trying to do a parent. You're trying to parent. You're trying to do the most for your kids. And oftentimes they're happy with what they got, and you just have to let go of the attachment of making everything perfect for them. Because the real hard truth is that the more shit that your kids can understand and learn to understand and learn to endure and learn to go through and learn to face hard things head on, the better and more resourceful and just doper and more successful human beings they're going to be as they're adults. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the more that we can model showing our kids how to be dope adults and how to work through pains and stresses and all these different things, that's the best we can do. It's not about, oh, like they're confused, they're hurt, they're this, they're that. I mean, it is, but the what's really important, what really gets understood by the end of the day is what you actually fucking did. You know what I'm saying? You either cleaned the room or you didn't. You either did the work or you didn't. You either went or you didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is, you did or you didn't. So I think that's the thing is like when we can understand that we either did or we didn't. As the example for our kids, that's what speaks the loudest. So did you take the action to make your life and your circumstance better? Yes or no? Yeah, there's more details, but that's ultimately when you boil all your details down, all you have to answer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if it's for the sake of getting better, do it. If it's not, then don't. You know what I'm saying? Shit's scary. That's life. We gotta deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't deal with it, then that sucks and you're a punk and you're very selfish because you're just hurting everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And that applies to people killing themselves too. That's applies to suicide. Like if you don't do the work on yourself, you hurt everybody else. You know what I mean? This is why it's so important to work on ourselves for the right reasons and not just do work. You know what I mean? A lot of people, when they say, I need to get better, it's like they just start eating better and going to the gym or something. They're not actually going to go and like start meditating and start seeing a therapist or getting counselors or like, you know, different shit like that. Like a lot of people, they stop being curious and go back to what they know. And that's where it's dangerous. It's like, I want somebody who's going to not go back to what they know, but go back to a state of curiosity of like, what can I do? How can I learn? Where can I go forwards? And that's what I do my best to do is like, all right, shit hit the fan. Life fucking fell apart. Shit sucks. And what am I going to do? How can I move forward so I could be the best example for my kids? Because it doesn't matter what I say about the situation. It doesn't matter what's said or what's done or whatever. It's what we actually do and how we handle things moving forwards. You know what I'm saying? So I think the best way to really like analyze if we're doing the right thing or not is ask it very objective. Ask yourself questions very objectively, very black or white, minus all the details. Ask yourself that and then go back to the details, but then always come back to that as the baseline of like, is this right? Yes or no? Is this right? Yes or no? You know what I mean? And it's like, I think that's the best place to go with that. So that's where I look at like living with a baby, and it's like, is it really right to yell at somebody or to yell at a baby for spilling or smearing stuff or whatever? Because at some point I was curious what happens if you smear a blueberry on something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the more that we can live that and embody that curiosity, stay curious, stay new, not just what we know, like if I can do that, then it's really not that important that my sofa got smeared with a blueberry. It's more important that my son understands, okay, this is what it looks like, this is what happens, and we shouldn't do that on here. If we're going to go smear blueberries, let's do them here or like this or somewhere appropriate, or chew them and then look at your tongue in the mirror, or like whatever the answer is, right? But the point is, it's not, you're in trouble. It's more like, okay, let's do that over here. You know what I'm saying? Redirect. And a lot of us lose that as we get older. We forget to redirect and we just get stuck in what we know. So when shit hits the fan, start redirecting. Look for new ways to get better. How can you learn? You know what I'm saying? Because that's really the name of the game, is what the fuck can you learn while you're here? Because that's what's really going to make the difference in who you are in this fucking lifetime. You dig? So I want to say I appreciate you guys. Again, this is episode 52, season 2 of the Damn Dude Podcast. Appreciate you guys, Damn Dude Podcast family. You guys rock. The show is for the realest, for the authentic motherfuckers who are up to better shit in life. Appreciate you guys. Be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a best friends, cousins, uncles, best friends, lawyers, brothers, bankruptcies, attorneys, best friends, swim instructors. Damn, dude. Homeboy. About this show, and share it. Leave a 5-star written review wherever you can. Apple, iTunes, all that good stuff. Have a beautiful day. Much love, guys. Peace. Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
And we'll hit you with some music homework on the next one. Love you guys. Peace.